Hey everybody, my name is Jada Green and I am the proud cosmetologist of Jaded by Jada Verde. So we're gonna get started here. I have a wig for one of my clients that I made a little while back. She wants it recolored and customized again. So we're gonna be using bleach, 20 developer, some combs, gloves, a little aluminum foil, and some clips. As you see here, I've already started mixing and getting that done. We want to make sure the consistency is not really liquidy, but at least enough that I don't have to use too much product. I like to make sure it's a good, like, sour milk type of consistency. All right, and I'm gonna get started, and I start by parting and sectioning each row to really get it. Because this is like a balayage ombre type of look. It's based off of one of my other wigs that I have done that she wanted. I start and let the balayage work its way up. I don't need to use the bleach all the way to the roots of the hair. I keep it more specifically to the end. I put a little water on the hair because it's a little rough to soften it up. Usually when you use water on hair before bleaching, it at least softens it up because it's a wet consistency versus me trying to put it on dry hair and I'm struggling to comb through it. I comb through it to make sure that the bleach gets on both sides of the hair and that it's completely saturated. The technique that I use at the top is like a feathering technique. Instead of using my brush, I'll use my fingers to kind of smudge it out, to blend it out so there's no harsh lines. And as you see, I'm trying to compare to make sure I went up the same length for the back and don't go up too high. And even if you do, it's okay, because at the end of the day, you want to at least make sure you see enough at the back, but not too much of the natural brown color. You want to just have it like it's an ombre. So it's not supposed to be the whole thing, but it works its way up. And you'll see as I go further along, I will work my way up to the top. So y'all, this is my very first video, so bear with me on editing and everything. But definitely give me some likes, comment me what I can do better for my next video. I know I do have bleach on my hands. As you see, I'm touching everything, but it's okay. None of that will get stained. As I work through it, there won't be any bleach lines or bleach spots that got bleached in spots that didn't need to be. So let me tell you guys a little bit about this hair. This hair is actually beauty supply store hair. I don't discriminate against anybody's hair or preference or what their pockets can afford, honestly. I just give them the rundown about the quality and what I can do with the quality. So this hair is Bellatique Hair. I believe they're sold in majority of hair stores. I know here in Augusta, Georgia, which is where I am, that a lot of the hair stores do have Bellatique Hair. So this hair was able to be lifted, not as light as we wanted it, but it ended up being very perfect for this client. And it was fall colors, matched her hair color. She wanted a little lighter based off of one of my other wigs that I said earlier, but instead it came out to this, and I felt that this was the safest route to keep the longevity and to keep the quality of the hair at least decent and not start shedding or matting up, you know, the more she wears this wig. You know, we as stylists, we want to get the most years that we can out of our wigs, you know. So as you see there, I started combining the hair to make sure that everything was at the right length, and with my balayage and with my blending, it didn't come up too high or too low, because as you see, as we work our way up to the top, like once again, I'm definitely gonna get closer to the roots, but I wanted to make sure I still had enough brown, natural brown color left to be seen at the back. And once again, wetting it with some water. I just kind of put it on my fingers because it made it way more compliable. Alright, so I'm just gonna start speeding this up a little bit for you guys, so you guys are not watching me go through like the whole thing super slow. But I just follow the same process. I actually started working my way up towards the root of the hair, towards the tracks, and just really painting it on, rubbing it through, making sure it gets through both sides in the middle so we don't have any spotted hair. That is actually like a pet peeve of mine when you do bleach and you have a spotted hair. Now, I know some cosmetologists may at the beginning be like, oh, she didn't measure her stuff out for us. No, I don't usually measure. I kind of eyeball it. I'm pretty good at that, just eyeballing of what I need and ratios. But yeah. Now, the top of this wig was a little bit rough. It was a lot. It was kind of really detangled even after I detangled it the best that I could. But we worked it on through. So here I just was rubbing and making sure that I was seeing a change. And as you see, it has already started changing towards the back, which is a great thing. And I'm still working on the top, which I'm almost done. And then afterwards, I will show you what I shampoo the hair with. And I actually did condition this hair, but I conditioned it off camera. I normally don't condition hair only because some conditioners lead leave too much product on, which is a great thing for natural hair, but when it comes to extensions and weaves, it's not great of a thing, because with our hair, when we sew it in, we automatically produce natural sebum oil, and that gets on the hair, as well as some clients of mine like to oil their scalp with some heavy duty stuff, and that gets on the hair and weighs it down, and then we just look like we got a weighed down relaxer instead of some beautiful body or curls, or and it starts tangling up. It definitely shortens the longevity of the hair, because then that's when we start combing and brushing, trying to detangle, and we don't always detangle right, because some people like to move quickly, or they got places to go, people to see, so they don't have time for all that. So it doesn't get detangled properly. So I usually do not shampoo my virgin hair. This hair I did though, because it was a little rough, and I didn't do too much. I think I left it on for like maybe 20 minutes. Now, as you see, I did get further and further to the top with the bleach, and I started using balayage techniques with my brush, because I wanted a little bit more of like a highlight effect at the top, rather than just me smudging and rubbing it in. I wanted a little bit more of a highlight effect. So I've skipped to the end of my bleaching process. As you see, I have finished, and it is looking great. Absolutely great. Like I said, I did a little balayage at the top, give it a little bit like highlight effect. Definitely shaping around the face. I don't like to be a solid, just ombre. I definitely go in with the balayage. It's all about placement. As you see here, I am placing my aluminum foil. I tend to do a helmet, or maybe sometimes if it's too cold in my house, which I do keep it very cold in my house, I will do like a heating cap and put the hair in a plastic bag or a shampoo cap, whichever is available, to let it process and watch it as it goes. And I wrapped all the hair up to make sure it's sealed so that it can process a little bit faster.
Keep going.
Nope. All right, now it has been done processing. It processed for about a smooth, I want to say about 20 minutes. I use those products as you just saw: neutralizing shampoo, pH 3V, moisture replenish, bedhead antidotes, and shimmer lights purple shampoo. I absolutely love all those products. I don't exactly use the conditioner, as you did see it in there. I just had it because it is a set. But I used the neutralizing shampoo first, and as I'm rinsing this out, I'm making sure I get between all the tracks, because you would hate to leave any bleach between anybody's tracks or anybody's cap, just to be on the safe side. You know, you don't want anybody to say, oh, well, I looked at my wig and there was still bleach. No, you don't want that at all, because I've had that happen. Let's be honest. I think we all have. And when it happens, you just go and you re-shampoo it again. Go all the way through the process. So I'm detangling and shampooing at the same time to get through this, because the ends did end up getting a little bit knotty. But as you see, as you watch further, I do get all those knots out. Like I said, using the neutralizing shampoo, then I go in with moisture replenish. Y'all, let me tell you about PH3B's moisture replenish. It is absolutely the best for natural hair, for weave extensions. I love their moisture replenish, and I usually use their fresh cleanse. Fresh cleanse is the bomb. You talk about you have buildup for days, oil of products, and you don't want a clarifying shampoo that's just going to strip the hair and not deposit anything back. The Fresh Cleanse is the bomb. It strips the hair, but not stripping, that have that stripping quality where it leaves it dry. It strips it and deposits certain oils into the hair that just makes it so soft and gets it ready and clean for you to deposit more when you use the Moisture Replenish or the Total Hydration. So, but in this video, I use Moisture Replenish because we want the moisture back in this weave so it can stop tangling up, and especially because we just bleached it. I also blend and mix. I'm a mixer. I will mix multiple shampoos to get certain things that I want. So I mix my Moisture Replenish with my Shimmer Lights Purple because I wanted it to do both things. I wanted to tone as well as deposit. I shampoo hair about 3 times after I rinse it of the conditioner. The first time's the neutralizer, and then the second and the third time is with the shampoos, as you see. And just make sure, what I noticed, certain hair does hold shampoo really, really well. So you have to rinse a couple of times to make sure you get it out. As you see, even with this hair, Bellatique did not have too much shedding, and I did use a 20 volume. You know, some people may say, well, you only use 20 volume, that's why you got that color. But I did go in and bleach twice because I always start when I'm unsure of how the quality of the hair will react. I'll go in for 20, and I'll bleach twice to see how I get it. The first time I did 20 minutes, the second time I did about 10 minutes. Here's my final product. Well, not the final product, but here is the finished product. I got the shampoo and I did let it air dry. The layers just came out really, really nice of how the color sat on the hair. Next, I am gonna go in with some tweezers and get to plucking that hairline. As you see, this closure is also from them, but unfortunately, after time, it did bald in the front. I end up cutting that off on my client's head once I put it on, but I did pluck to give her a more natural effect. She likes to be able to part on both sides of her head, which she can. She can do a middle part or a side part. And if you guys want to see her before picture of when she first got it installed, when it was just a natural brown color, I definitely can show that. Look at that color though. It is the perfect fall color. She got it at the right time, it was just perfect. And she's a mess. She's one of my favorite clients. I just, and look at the body. It still has swing. It still has everything you need. So thank you guys for tuning in. And definitely show me some appreciation. Tell me what you think. My Facebook is Jaded by Jada Verde. business page. My regular Facebook is Jada Verde, and my Instagram is Jaded by Verde. Thank you.